Huss will get the give, and Huss up the middle of the field, and he's going to go 30, 25, 20, one man to beat, 10-5, goal line, touchdown, Trojans!
Welcome back to Westmoreland on the Gridiron. As we continue here on this Wednesday evening, we'll be talking Week 9 matchups as the regular season gets set to come to an end and we get ready for the playoffs. That's coming up in just a little while, though, but right now we're very excited to welcome in our Week 8 Permane Brothers Westmoreland County Player of the Week. He is senior safety running back from the Derry Trojans, Justin Huss, and Justin broke a record last week, single-game rushing record in Derry history. And Justin, first of all, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your schedule to join us tonight.
Oh yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Let's start out talking about your record-setting night last week, of victory over Deer Lakes. You carried the ball just 10 times in the first half for 304 yards, breaking a record that was set by Danny Molchin. He ran for 273 yards for the Trojans back in 1960 against Mount Pleasant. So a record that stood for a long time. Just explain what the feeling was like breaking this single-game rushing record at Derry last week.
It felt good. At first, I didn't even know I broke the record until after the game. But the line did a great job for me, opened up the holes. Even the receivers made my job pretty easy by blocking downfield. When
did you find out that you did break the record? I guess you did say after the game. Who told you, and what was that like?
Yeah, I didn't know until after the game. I found out whenever my coach came up to me, he told me after. Because during the game, we don't really like to focus on individual, what you have done during the game. We just like to focus on getting the win.
Absolutely. You scored on runs of 61, 62, 94, and 49 yards. You also caught a touchdown pass. Any one of those touchdowns stand out to you more than the others?
I think the one that stands out to me the most was a 94-yard run. That one stands out to me the most because that was my longest touchdown of my career. So.
Oh, very cool. Take me kind of through that then, Justin, what you kind of saw and the blocks that you received and just what all went into the play.
If I recall, it was a dive-type play, and I wasn't expecting to go the whole way. I was expecting just to get us out of that around that area to get a first down, but the hole opened up nice, and I saw the hole, and I hit it.
You also had an interception and a fumble recovery against the Lancers, and most people talk about what you do offensively, and it's certainly very impressive, but you're a pretty darn good safety, too. Do you take a lot of pride in playing defense as well?
Yeah, I do take pride in defense. Our entire defense takes pride in stuff like that. The goal was to get a shutout, and we were able to do that. So we were happy that we could do that because it's always hard to get a shutout in high school football. But Tanner Nicely is also playing really good defense for us this year.
Yeah, he's had a really, really good season. But talking about that shutout, too, it's not easy to do against Deer Lakes. I mean, they came in throwing the football, putting up some points. How are you guys able to slow their offense down? Our
coaches put in a good game plan for us. We were able to execute it. Like I said, Tanner Nicely, he did a good job blocking down one of their main receivers. So that helped a lot, and our defensive line was able to get pressure whenever they passed. I think they had a total of 7 sacks. So.
Yeah, not easy to throw the ball when you got the big guys in your face, for sure.
Yeah.
You had already mentioned the offensive line, and you're always one to give credit to those guys up front. How much of a difference maker is it to have those guys up front knowing that they give you an advantage against most teams? Because you guys have a really, really good offensive line. A lot of guys returned from last year.
Oh, yeah, it's a huge advantage. They're one of the best in the WIPU, I think. It all starts with those guys up front. Without them, we really couldn't do anything offensively. We couldn't run the ball. We couldn't pass the ball. So they did a great job for us.
Talking with Derry's Justin Huss here on Westmoreland on the Gridiron, our Permane Brothers Westmoreland County Player of the Week for Week 8. Justin, you've had some dark days the last 2 years, getting injured last summer, missing the first half of last season, and maybe never being 100% last year. I know that was real tough on you, and then missing the North Catholic game this season had to be real tough on you too. Kind of take us through how challenging it's been for you, and now how good it feels to be leading your team to the playoffs.
Yeah, last year going through that stuff was probably one of the toughest things I had to go through. It hurt physically, but it doesn't affect me anymore, thankfully. Missing the North Catholic game was tough. I wish I could have played in that game to help my team. But it means a lot to play a part in getting and helping this team get to the playoffs.
Tell us what it's like playing for Coach Sweeney. He's done a remarkable job turning Derry into an annual contender. What's it like playing for him?
Oh, it's great playing for Coach Sweeney and his staff. We love how he brings the intensity to the team. Him and his staff always makes a good game plan for us that we can execute. And he just means a lot to this program, the community. He does a lot for us.
Coach Sweeney said recently that this is a good football team, and we're getting close to being a very good football team. Do you believe after that win against Deer Lakes that you guys are a very good football team now?
I think we're becoming a really good football team. I don't know if we're there exactly yet, but we're starting to play football at the right time of year. We're finally starting to play complete games and everything, and everyone's working hard in practice, and it's just nice to see that it's paying off come game time.
Thinking back to that Latrobe game, Justin, do you feel like it's like night and day right now with your team? Because as someone that has saw some of your games this year, it certainly seems that way. It seems like you guys are kind of playing at a different level right now.
Yeah, we always wish we can get that game back. Go play them again would be nice, but we learned from our mistakes in that game and moved on with it.
With the win against Deer Lakes, your team clinched a home playoff game for the third time in 4 years, and it's really remarkable because before this run, Derry hadn't hosted a playoff game for 32 years. So what does it mean to you now as a senior to play another playoff game in your stadium?
It really means a lot to play another home playoff game. We always love playing at home in front of the community. They always give us the support and stuff we love and that we need during the game. They bring the energy. I think they're one of the best fan base out there. And the team and I are just happy to see that the hard work is paying off, like I said, so we can have a home playoff game this year.
And the motorcycle gang, something that was new last year. I know that gets you guys revved up when you're going out there, right?
Yeah, it does. We really like that. It really gets us going.
Before we look too far ahead, though, you do finish your regular season against Burrell. So from what you've seen from them on film, I know they're another passing team that love to throw the football. What will be the key to beating the Bucks on Friday?
Oh, yeah, Burrell's a good team. We can't look past them just like can't look past any other team. We know their quarterback. He's a good athlete. So our defense need to come out and play good and execute defensively so we can hopefully put up some points offensively.
All right, that is Justin Huss here on Westmoreland on the Gridiron, and now we're going to go into our WSN First and 10 questions to allow people to get to know you a little bit better. Justin, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. All right, first of all, we always start out with this question to our Player of the Week winners. What do you enjoy the most about playing football?
The thing that I enjoy most about football is probably just the feeling you get on every Friday night, getting to look up into the stands, seeing the whole community behind you and them supporting you. There's just no other feeling like it.
When you're not on a football field, what are you doing? What are some of your hobbies?
I just, like watching TV, hanging out with my friends, and some of my hobbies are I like to hunt and go fishing.
Nice. It's coming up, man. I bet you're getting excited, right?
Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite sports movie?
My favorite sports movie is probably My All-American.
All right. How about your favorite show on Netflix? You a big Netflix guy?
Yeah, I watch Netflix every once and again. My favorite Netflix series on there is definitely The Office. It always makes me laugh.
I love it, man. I feel old now because so many people are watching The Office through Netflix, but I watched it when it was live and new on NBC. So, but it's great. I'm glad everyone's coming back and watching it again. We'll give Dino's a plug here. I got to ask you, what's your favorite wing flavor at Dino's?
My favorite wing flavor is definitely sweet and hot.
Of course.
The ones I always go to, I can always go for some sweet and hot wings.
How about do you go for anything else? Because everyone always answers sweet and hot when we ask the Derry and Latrobe guys. What's your secondary flavor? Do you have one?
No. If I don't get that, I probably just put it on the pizza and get some wing pizza.
I gotcha. Nice. How about your favorite homemade meal? What would that be?
Favorite homemade meal is definitely my mom's turkey dinner. There's always turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, corn, and the applesauce, so it tastes good.
Sounds good. That's coming up, too. What are you dressing up for Halloween? Do you know yet?
For this year, I'll probably have to dress up as Spider-Man because he's one of my favorite superheroes.
You going to get anything to shoot a web or
I hope so. Not really top it off.
Yeah, I think so. You got it. That'll really set it off. If you were stranded on a desert island with one other teammate, who would give you the best chance of getting off the island?
I think I would take Seth Launer because he hunts. He'd be able to get us food, and he's smart enough to build us a shelter and stuff. So
there you
I
go.
think we'd eventually get off of it.
There you go. Well, you hunt too, so you guys would be good. You get off it pretty quick, I think.
I hope so.
Justin, who's had the biggest influence on you in your life?
The biggest influence in my life would probably be my parents. They're always there for me when I need them most. They always taught me to work hard and don't take things for granted in life.
Last question for you. Do you know what you'd like to do after high school yet? I know you have some options there, but you're great on the football field. You're great on the track as well. Do you kind of want to play both if possible, or do you want to stick to one sport, or do you know yet?
I'm not 100% sure on what I want to do yet after high school. I like both the sports. If presented the possibility, I'd like to do both, but we'll see what happens.
All right, Justin, this was great. Thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on breaking the record and everything that you've accomplished at Derry, and we'll talk soon, all right?
All right, sounds good. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. That is our Westmoreland County Permane Brothers Week number 8 Player of the Week, Justin Huss from the Derry Area Trojans. Coming up next, we will talk about Week 9 matchups around the WPIL and Westmoreland County right here on Westmoreland on the Gridiron.